made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 50 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they? Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Left side to Lamb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it. Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
7-7, our score after 1. Second and 11 now. They'll run with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Palardy on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
Eagles 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Bring it! Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller,
You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 20. A big pickup there on the run.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Prescott to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. My 14, my 14. I got you. Warrior 17.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 52 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They go to Elliott again. He gets away from one, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down at the 39-yard line.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
This is Lamb on the end around.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Second and 8.
The give is to Elliott. Powerful running. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This is Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And Reagor will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Open man has got it, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Dallas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.